Hi guys, I'm apologizing for the sound up front. Very reflective surface, this particular edit suite that I'm in. So what I'm now doing is I'm touching Command and you should see the little, we're going to try and find, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be touch the browser and we're going to be finding all of these missing sound effects. These missing sound effects are not located in an external hard drive. Out of my sound effects library, I've actually got a pretty good sound effects library, but it's not inside an external drive, and I was tearing my hair out trying to work out where they were. I finally found them, and they weren't inside the iMovie folders. They weren't inside the iMovie sound effects folders. They were not inside the Final Cut Pro sound effects folders, and they weren't inside the iLive sound effects folders. But guess what? There is another set of folders. There's GarageBand, which it would not be in, but there's also iTunes. And it's very possible that there may be some effects inside iTunes. Now, is that possible? Well, there are, can you see? There are all sorts of files in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to locate these particular missing audio files inside iTunes. This will be my last attempt to find this incredibly difficult sound effects files because I've been trying for quite a while. So here we go. We relink the files. Make sure that you click all, locate selected, and let's go and put in. We're going to the Macintosh. Obviously, it's searching the Mac now, like right now. We actually want to go into applications. And then we want to go into iTunes. And iTunes is, can you see it's already looking for matching file names inside iTunes. So it says none of the 6 files are found. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for any place where potentially these particular sound files may have been filed away in. We've checked with Final Cut Pro. We know it's not in Final Cut Pro. So that's pretty sad. I'm going to try GarageBand just for a laugh because I know it's not in GarageBand, but you know, let's look it up anyway just in case. I'm going to try iMovie. I know it's not in iMovie. We've checked iMovie. We know it's not in there. So that's not going to help much. We know it's not in Logic Pro X because they all contain sound files. You see, we're looking for missing sound files. And yep, none of them are found. They're not in there. And we're going to give 1 or 2 more options. So we're going to try, it's not in Smart Converter. No, it's nothing in their folders. It's not in VLC. It's looking, no, there's nothing in there. And utilities? No, it wouldn't be in utilities. Now, I know that sounds pretty crazy because, you know, some of these applications definitely would not have those particular files. So, we're not going to panic. Obviously, this particular job was done on another computer. And what I'm going to do is because the computers are all networked, I'm going to go into the other computer. So I'm going into the ICG computer, and I'm going to go into the Macintosh. I'm going to go into the actual Macintosh on the other side, and I'm going to look for these sound effects inside the Final Cut Pro, so it's in the applications of the other computer, and I'm now going to try and find these particular sound effects inside the applications of the other computer, right? It's a wild shot, of course. Just check. I'm going to go to applications here. This might be quicker. No, it's definitely said no to that. And I'm going to go back in there to applications. It's definitely, there it is. There it is. Okay, so it takes a bit of time because the computers are networked and I'm on Wi-Fi. So I apologize about the length of time that it's taking. It's pretty quick because the computers are not that far away from each other. But what I'm now going to do is, once the spinning wheel of death has stopped, the little beautiful, colorful rainbow wheel, I am going to go into Final Cut Pro, right? So I'm inside the other computer's Final Cut Pro. That's where I'm at. See, it's looking, okay, I'm inside iTunes, but I'm going to go to Final Cut Pro. Just a matter of time. There's Final Cut Pro. Just waiting for it to finish in iTunes, because it might actually be in iTunes. We may actually find those files in iTunes. I wouldn't be surprised if they're in iTunes. So here we go. Can you see it's looking for matching file names? And once it says no, there's nothing, I'm going to go to Final Cut Pro. And I probably will find it. Okay, so I probably will find it. As I said, I tried iMovie, and on this computer, obviously I'm looking into another computer at this time. But yes, so we're just waiting for iTunes to see if it's matched. iTunes on the other computer, by the way, is filled with audio files. So this may take a while, but I've got a very strong belief that we will find them. By the way, this particular movie is, I can't scroll through it, sadly, to show you, but this particular film is How to Disappear and Never Get Found. Okay, iTunes has shown up nothing. I'm going to go to Final Cut Pro. It's going through all the folders right now inside that particular computer. It's inside the ICG computer, right? So it's inside the ICG computer. We're not inside this particular computer, so it's taking a bit of time. But it's doing a search inside Final Cut Pro, and it's going through basically all of the sound effects that you normally get here in this particular canvas, or the sound effects, or the effects titling zone here. So that's what we're doing. That is what we're locating. I probably, because it is taking somewhat of a long time, I probably will find these files. So assume that I did find the files, because I'm about to say bye-bye. This video is running for too long. Or otherwise, you can just fast forward to the end. I'll probably upload the entire video anyway. So you'll hear me speak for a little bit until we actually locate these files. But if the video is going on for too long, what I'll do is please assume I found the files, because I probably will have found the files. I'm in the other computer, which is where this particular editing job was started, and I transferred everything to this new editing suite. So we will find the files. It's only like 6 files, and even if I don't find them, let's pretend worst case scenario I don't find them. What I'll do is I'll just reload these files. I'll just find new sound effects and replace these. It's pointless wasting too much time on 6 sound effects when I can just find matching effects or similar effects that nobody's even going to know the difference. Most people are not sound. Okay, Final Cut Pro says nothing. So there you go. It hasn't been found in Final Cut Pro. I'm doing a final iMovie folders check. I promise you I will find the clips. I know I will, because it's from the other computer, this particular job. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I couldn't give you an immediate satisfaction in terms of having found these clips, but keep watching and I'll give you some more soon. Pro X, finding sound effects files from the